Welcome back to the show. Now we'll quickly look at some selected national dailies and see what the stories appear in the front pages this morning. As tradition, and the studio will start with our own Daily Trust newspaper. And the lead story here says, repentant Boko Haram members invade police station in Borno. Writers attached to the story said, attack immigration NDLEA checkpoint. We repelled them. That's according to the police. It says no comment for now, but new government. And the last writer says it calls for review of de-radicalization program. And that's coming from the expert. Masthead, we have something. We won't blame Buhari for our challenges. Shatima and bandits kill 17, abduct 5 in Kaduna, Sokoto communities. Page 5 has details of that story. Then May 15 slated for inaugural flight, 65,000 Nigerians pay for Hajj. And now we have a tinubu bombing. Relatives demand justice as military indict 2 officers. Those are the stories we can take in front of the Daily Trust newspaper. Get a copy and read some of the interesting stories that you're begging for answers from, actually.
And for the lead story at the Guardian newspaper, it says Nigerian on Professional Football League, how dodgy officiating complicit club officials, supporters ruin games. Beside that, we see NGE tasks National Assembly on better deal for journalists. Of course, this is on the heels of the World Press Freedom Day today. Also, CSOs demand suspension of officials, party members facing corruption trial. Also, victims lose 17.67 billion naira to fraudsters in 2023. Two army officers face court-martial over bombing of 100 in Kaduna. Below that, we see World Press Freedom Day. NAS seeks release of detained journalists. Below that, we also see NDIC raises maximum bank deposit insurance coverage plan to 5 million naira. And stories around labor. Labor defends 615,000 naira wage proposal as states review fiscal capacity. These are some of the stories on the Guardian newspaper today.
And let's take a look at Punch. The lead story says 9,000 marketers may lose licenses. Ibman begs NMDPRA, NNPC not to delist operators from sales portal to avert fuel crisis. And then queues persist as more fuel stations open for sale and pump price drops marginally. Get details of that in the Punch newspaper. Above that, we have on 615,000 pay, governors demand sustainable minimum wage, page 2. And then government borrows 11 trillion naira via bonds, T-bills in 4 months. EFCC to move against schools charging dollars. And the bottom strip, we have police stumble on drug den after Lagos market fracas. Page 5 has details of that story. And then on the bridge apartment, ejected tenants may face prosecution. Page 4 and 5 has details of that story. And then London sword attack. Federal government condemns Nigerian British boys' murder. Page 15. And then lastly, police allays fears as IPOB declares May 30 stay at home. Get details of all of the stories in the Punch newspaper this morning.
Of course, that's much we can take on the newspapers and the national dailies. And of course, this is where we call it a wrap on the program this morning. It's been a lovely conversation right from the start of the program at 8 a.m. all through 2 hours till now. I hope you learned 1 or 2 things from the conversation, and definitely hope that the leaders are listening to what the people are saying from Daybreak Interactive to the discussion segment of the program. Definitely we, and as well as every Nigerian in Nigeria, hopes to see a better Nigeria which will work for us and of course for our children in the future. It's been a lovely conversation. As I said earlier, I remain Sagir Ibrahim. Enjoy your weekend.
And of course, I'm still here, but we'll be leaving the studio with Sagir, along with Sagir. But I'd like to say thank you so much for being with us from 8 a.m. till this time. And don't forget that at the top of the hour, we will be changing the conversation, of course, to sports. What happened at the London Derby yesterday? Details and more analysis when you join us at 10 a.m. for the 360 Sport. My name is Mardia Umar. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.